Hey there, Dance Studio owners. Clint Salter here, founder of the Dance Studio Owners Association, and welcome to the Transform My Dance Studio podcast. You are in for an absolute treat over the next 8 weeks as we have a brand new series called Make Dance Fun with Confetti on the Dancefloor. This very special series is hosted by the amazing and phenomenal Becca Moore and Danny Rosenberg, who are the co-owners of Rhythm Dance Center in Georgia. They're celebrating their, get this, 27th season, and Rhythm is home to more than 1,100 amazing students. I love these ladies. I have great conversations with them when we're speaking at events, and they've also spoken at our Inner Circle event for our members, and were such a hit. And now we get to bring them to you over the next 8 weeks, where they're going to be sharing their history as studio owners, their business partnership, and their overall approach to teaching and running a fun and successful studio. Now, before we get on to this week's episode, I want to remind you, if you haven't already yet got your ticket to Dance Studio Domination, our live event that we are running in New York City from the 2nd to the 4th of August 2019. What are you waiting for? Please jump on over to our website now. Go to dsoa.com/domination for all of the details. Now, let's get on with the show. Make dance fun again with Confetti on the Dancefloor.
Hi guys, we are back and excited about episode 6 of our 8-part series. My name is Danny Rosenberg.
And I'm Becca Moore.
And we are the co-owners of Rhythm Dance Center in Marietta, Georgia. And we also own and operate Confetti on the Dancefloor. We actually shared lots of details and history about ourselves and our two businesses in episode 1 of this series. So you can check that out if you haven't already to hear a little bit more.
Yes. And so our theme for today is sunny summers. Woohoo! So we are right in the middle of winter here in Georgia. And well, our winters in Georgia are...
It's hit or miss here.
Yeah. I mean, it's
think labeled winter.
That 50 is cold. So I know that there's many of you around the country that probably think we're crazy, but it actually has been pretty chilly here so far in Georgia for a little while. But anyway, I know the last thing you want to think about is summer, but this is really the most important thing to do to get your summer rolling. Like, you've got to start thinking about it now. And as you know, summers can be intimidating for studio owners, not knowing if you're going to pay the bills. And there can be a lot of stress around the summer months in our business.
Yes. So what we want to do today is we want to help you relieve some of that stress that you might be feeling by sharing some ideas to not only bring fun to your summer, but also bring an income to your summer, which we all know feels real good.
That is a positive thing as business owners, to have income.
So we, meaning Rhythm, we haven't always had the big summers that we have right now.
Yes.
We're in our 26th season now, and for many, many years, we had our fair share of scary summers where we really had no idea how we were going to cover our bills, how we were going to pay our teachers. So we've spent the last several years going through much trial and error and figuring it out. But we not only cover our summer bills now, but we make a profit as well, which is a huge stress reliever. So we no longer have to worry like we did in the past. So we're hoping through this episode today, we are going to share some things that you can take into your studio and help you relieve some of the summer stress that you might be feeling.
And I think that one thing to remember, like Danny said, like, we're in year 26. And I think a lot of times people look at businesses like ours and like, oh my gosh, da-da-da-da. Year 26, like we like Danny said, we've had a lot of ups and downs, trial and error to get to where we are now. But we do feel like we have a really good formula and to make us have those profitable summers. So I think the key is to be patient, but start trying to implement some of these ideas now,
right?
So that 5 years from now, you hopefully will be able to see some of the benefits. So. Right. Here we go. So we have 10. We're going to give you 10 ideas. So the number one idea is to get your dates out now, like January or February, or just as early as you possibly can. In our area, and I think in most places, families are scheduling their kids' summer earlier and earlier. At least I know that that's the case for us.
Yes.
They're ready to know what's going on. So the most important thing to do is to make sure that you can have a great summer is to get that info out as early as you can. And we actually try to release our camp dates by February 1st. And we actually release our company intensive dates in the fall. Like when we have our big company parent meeting in the fall, we try to go ahead and get those company intensive dates out to them just because people like to plan. And we even go ahead and plan our camps during the fall. We don't get all the dates out, but we go ahead and we have like a brainstorming session with our staff and we look at what our summer is going to look like, what dates are going to work for us. We get our company intensives on the calendar. And then right after that, we figure out when we're going to have our regular dance camps.
We plug it all in.
So we publish the discounted rates for early registration, and those usually last through early May. So we basically want to know what our summer looks like before the summer. And this is going to give you peace of mind. So if you start advertising your summer dates in April or May, lots of families probably already have their vacation scheduled, and you're going to be like, oh, here are my dates. But then they're going to be like, well, we're out of town then. So just keep in mind that the earlier you can get those dates out, the better chance you're going to have to fill them.
Right.
And you don't have to have the camps perfectly planned out when you release those dates. Just release the dates, give them the basics, give them a camp description. And then if you can have someone that you can appoint as your summer camp director, that will be amazing. This person can help you with the planning and staffing and getting the prep done. And we did this 2 years ago. We added one of our employees. We gave her the title of summer camp director, and it's really helped us so much. And later in the podcast, we're going to tell you exactly how we make sure we have some of our camps filled.
Yes. So our number 2 idea is to host a summer launch party. So now that you've posted your dates and you're starting to take in registration, you don't want to let that momentum slow down. You see it coming in, and it's now hopefully January, February that you're starting to start registration. You don't want to get into the busy April, May right before recital time and think, wait, I've forgotten all about summer and registration. So in the middle of all that momentum, take it a step further and promote your summer events with a big summer launch party. Now, don't let that intimidate you. It sounds bigger than it actually is. This can be something super simple, but also super effective. Last year at Rhythm, this was the first time we did it this past year, and it went so well. So we're going to do it again this year. But last year, we held a launch party at the end of January. We called it Happy Flappy Hour. So it spanned across one full week, but it was only for 1 hour each day. So it wasn't too intimidating. It wasn't too much extra to commit to. So we set up a little corner of the lobby. We have a room that we call the Amazing Room, and it's just one little area that we set up with a table and a super cute tablecloth, which is not surprising if you've listened to our other podcasts. Some bright piñatas and a banner that said Happy Flappy Hour. So it was just very summer, had a very big summer vibe to it right in the middle of the winter. So it was just the right thing. So for when all of our customers walked in the studio and they were bundled up in their coats, they had a great summer feeling going on, which drew them to our table. So we had one employee that was really familiar with our summer program working that station for that 1 hour. She was there to greet everybody. She was there to answer questions. So it was really, really great to have one person there. Again, not too intimidating. You can find somebody on your staff that has that 1 hour available. And during that week, we offered lots of incentives. If they came in and registered during that week or even while they were right there, we offered them an additional $10 off of their camp registration, which was already on top of the discounted price, like Becca already mentioned, with early registration. We also gave every little person, an adult that wanted one, we gave them popsicles as they came to the table to ask questions.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think that it's a great way to raise awareness for the summer program and get it in front of the customers. And it showed how excited we were about the summer program.
Right.
So I think that's like a big thing. Like you can if you just release the dates and you just put it on your website or you just send out a flyer, that's great. That's important. But if you take it that step further and you actually put the fact that it's happening now, look, our dates are out. We are so excited about it. This is what we're doing. Then that is going to make your customers more excited about it. And so I think Danny said this already, but we are doing it again this year, and it's happening in just a few weeks. We're not going to divulge our theme yet, though.
But it's a fun one.
But it's really, really fun. So make sure you're following our Instagram at Rhythm Dance Center to see what we have planned, because that's going to happen really soon.
Yes. And also to build momentum for that week, we had the entire studio take part of it. It wasn't just the people that wanted to come in and ask about summer camp, but we had the entire studio dress up in their favorite summer outfits. Even for ballet classes, we allowed for that 1 week. They could wear bathing suits, they could wear floaties, they could do, as long as they could dance in it, they dressed like they would over the summer. And we gave every single dancer a lei in their class.
Yeah,
so,
I think that was just because they would get in the car and their parents would be like, why do you have a lei on?
In January.
In January.
Yeah. So it was just an extra little fun tidbit for that week. And we had the teachers incorporate a little bit, not their full class, but just for the last few minutes, they did a combo to a summer themed song. So it was just it was a fun week for the entire studio, not just those that were thinking, oh, I'm going to register for summer this week. So great.
They did register.
They did register.
A lot of people register that week. So because they wanted that extra $10.
Oh, yeah.
Extra $10 to a family is great. So just, that little extra discount.
Yes.
So that was number 2. So number 3 is our product, and it's called Camp Confetti. And some of you may have heard of it or seen it on Instagram. If you look at the hashtag Camp Confetti, you'll see some stuff. But this is our top selling product that we have at Confetti on the Dance Floor. And it is really amazing. Basically, we like to call it summer camp in a box. In your email inbox. So it is a download that includes everything, literally everything you need to make your summer camp super fun.
She's not kidding.
Yeah. You will not have to worry one tiny bit about planning or creating because we do it for you. So this is what one of our Camp Confettis includes. It is one camp. It's a confetti theme. Our themes, they're super fun and original. We don't do Disney. We don't do Disney because number one, that would be, you can't do that.
Copyrights there.
Copyrights there. So all of our themes are 100% original. Like you're listening to this podcast, we love themes. So like we get really excited about coming up with crazy
full out storylines.
It also has a detailed description of the camp. And you can use this for promoting on your website and your registration materials. It includes a social post image matching the camp theme, and it also includes wording for promoting it on social media. It has a storyline that's like the cutest storyline ever to inspire and engage your dancers in the theme. For preschool, our preschool camps, you get a video of 2 center floor combos, each a minimum of 4 8 counts. And for the elementary camps, you get 3 center floor combos. There's also a detailed teacher guide and descriptions to 3 dance activities. There are music suggestions that coordinate with the theme. There is 1 fun dance game related to the theme. There are at least 4 fun craft ideas, including supply lists. There are 3 coloring pages. You get a certificate that you can print out to give to every child. And then there's also just lots of extra fun like studio decor suggestions, bonus activities, and more. So that's a lot, y'all.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's fun.
And they're so great. We use them at Rhythm. So we've had them for the past 2 summers. So this will be our 3rd summer that we offer them. And when we showed them to our teachers that teach summer camp at Rhythm Dance Center, I cannot explain to you their excitement level. They were just like, really? Like, are you serious right now? I mean, it is so great.
It hands you everything you need to know and you just put it all together.
Yes. And you will need to do a little prep for the camp. You're obviously going to need to read the guide and watch the videos, purchase your craft supplies and decorate a little bit. But the amount of time this will save you as a studio owner is amazing. So right now we have 12 different camps available for immediate download. And then we also have 4 brand new camps for 2019 that we're currently pre-selling for the summer. So to check them out, you just go to our website, confettionthedancefloor.com, and click on Camp Confetti. And you can also, like I said earlier, search the hashtag Camp Confetti on Instagram, and you can check out how different studios are using them. I mean, that's one of my favorite things is to see, like, you can put your own spin on it. Like,
take our ideas and run with it.
And then, yeah, I mean, it's just really cool to see how different people use it. And then I also would like to point out that once you purchase these, you can use them over and over. You can use them for activities in your weekly classes during the year.
Absolutely.
And then we've done the past 2 summers, we've done several repeats of the camps. Like we have Magical Mermaids and Shimmery Swans, and that is a ballet camp. And we've done the same camp the past 2 summers. It's just like offering a princess camp. If you offer, the kids are going to sign up for it. So they're going to sign up for it. So
that's a no-brainer.
So if you buy it now, then you can use it for multiple summers. You don't have to just use it for 1 summer, but these are awesome. We've had great success. And like I said, great feedback, and we love them. So you should definitely check out Camp Confetti.
Yes. And number 4 is scheduling a big camp or one of your summer camps based on the theme of your show. So again, we are very theme-oriented people over here. So we started doing this about 7 or 8 years ago, and it's turned into one of our biggest summer camps of the entire summer. It might actually be our biggest. We have more kids in this camp than we do in any other camp.
That's huge.
It's huge. We've had to cut them off at some point. We call it Camp Rhythm, and it's Camp Rhythm every single summer, but the kids just know that the theme is going to be what our show was the previous year. And for us, it's more of a musical theater camp, so the kids are not only dancing, but they're also acting and singing as well.
Also, I'd like to point out that this camp is a elementary level camp, so
Yes.
like 1st through 5th grade.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't even know. We may be 2nd through 5th grade at Rhythm, because I feel like the 1st graders, like, because they actually have to learn lines.
The acting and singing, yeah, just so that they can all take part in that part of it. Yes.
But yeah, so this is an elementary camp.
Yes. So there are so many benefits to using your recital theme for your camp. The biggest being that the kids will have just finished your show and they will still be on cloud 9 from all of the excitement. I know for us, as soon as our show is over, seeing the kids in the lobby of the theater after their show, when they've just completed it, they feel so good about themselves. They're so excited. They've just watched all of the older kids and some of the company kids on stage. So it's just really cool to see that excitement. So, continue on with that excitement. And if you have a story-driven theme, the kids know who the characters are in your show. They remember seeing what numbers the characters did on stage, and they remember seeing what songs that they danced to. And
yeah, a lot of times we'll take the music that we had edited for our recital, which is really super theme oriented and full out, and we'll use that music in these camps.
Right. So those kids are just excited to step into the shoes of those more advanced kids for an entire week and learn some of the parts of what they did in the recital. So, and even if you don't have a story-driven theme, the kids are still going to remember certain songs and certain pieces from your show, like I said, that the advanced kids might have done or some of the company kids might have done. And they're still going to be super excited to be a part of that and do what they saw those kids do on stage. So as far as preparing for this camp, you're likely all set and ready to go. Like Becca was just saying, a lot of your music is already done and edited, especially if you have a specific theme. For us, like I said, this year it'll be Willy Wonka, and several of our numbers, whether it's the Gobstoppers or whatever it is, that music is already done. So we can just transfer it straight into the summer camp, which is going to save lots of time. You likely already have props and sets that you used in the show that you can carry right over into this summer camp. So that's going to save you a lot of time. So really the prep time is brought down for this camp because you have so much already done. And it may open up some extra much deserved time off for you over the summer.
Yes. And I think too, like, I'll just go back to what we talked about in the beginning. We've offered Camp Rhythm now for a lot of years, and the kids know what it is. So they are excited to sign up for our Camp Rhythm because they know what it is. So, there's so much, if you can build something like that.
Right. It's a process of building.
You build it, but then once you have done the same thing and found success with it, it becomes your most popular camp.
Right.
And the kids want to do that. And it is easy for you, like Danny said, because you already have so much stuff from your show ready to go.
Yes.
Okay, so moving on to number 5. This is the thing I was talking about. This is the big thing. It's our invitation only program. By invitation only program, I mean, do you have any classes at your studio that are by invitation only? These are not your company classes. You're not the performing company that they audition for. These classes are structured for students that show focus and a love of dance, and they're just really committed to themselves and improving. They don't necessarily want to be in a company, but they love dance and they are focused and they want to be a part of something that have like-minded dancers in that program. So if you don't have this program, you should definitely put it on your list to add for next year. So we started this program years ago. I don't even know how many years ago, like
15
years
maybe
ago,
15
probably.
Years ago.
We started it with a program we call it Petite Pizzazz. So basically what we did is we selected about 8 to 10 preschool age dancers that showed exceptional focus and coordination skills. They were determined, they paid attention in class, and we invited them to a special class called Petite Pizzazz. This class, it meets once a week, just like all of the other classes. It costs the same amount. to take that class as it does any other preschool class. The only requirement we gave those 8 to 10 dancers is that in order to be in that invitation-only class Petit Pizzazz, they have to sign up for 1 summer camp. That was it. You want to be in Petit Pizzazz? We think your dancer is amazing. We want to see them in this focus class. The only requirement is that we are asking that you take a summer camp. So we are really, really strict with this policy. Like
there are really no exceptions.
There's no exceptions. The reason there are no exceptions is because we at Rhythm, we are able to offer a lot of different summer camps. So there's a summer camp for everyone, and we get our summer camps out so early that it should be very easy for them to go ahead and sign up for a camp and plan for that. But so they can, in addition, they can find out about this program on our website. And on the website, it also says that the summer camp is a requirement. So at this point, we've been doing the program for a really long time. So most people know that if their dancer gets selected, they're going to have to sign up for a camp. But if they can't make a camp, then we just say, I'm sorry, we'll consider her for next season, but we're really strict about it. So if you are doing this and you are strict about it, then they're going to know, oh, I really want our video.
Yeah, it becomes a priority for them to work it out in their schedule.
to make it work. So after we've had this program implemented, like I said, it was very small, a very small program, 8 to 10 kids in the 1 Petit Pizzazz class. But after a few years, the dancers loved this opportunity, and they wanted to continue it as they moved into elementary school. So we didn't really have a program in place for that. So we decided to create another program for elementary aged kids called Spotlight. And so it's the same exact formula, except it's a little more commitment, not too much. But to be a part of our Spotlight program, you have to, number one, be invited, and you are invited by getting recommended by a teacher. You have to sign up for 1 ballet and 1 jazz class, and we schedule these classes very conveniently back to back on the same day.
Yeah, they're specific classes, not just any ballet or jazz. But
yes, like we have Spotlight Ballet and Spotlight Jazz.
Yes,
and like mini Spotlight Ballet and mini Spotlight Jazz. So they have to take those. And then the thing that the bonus part of Spotlight, once they're in elementary school, like after they've moved out of Petit Pizzazz, is they get to actually compete their recital jazz dance at the last competition of the season. And we always choose a competition that offers a recreational or novice category. They wear their recital costume. They do have to pay an entry fee for this. So, that is an extra expense. But then, when we did Spotlight, we started with just 1 or 2 age groups.
Yes.
And now,
and it has grown tremendously now. Now we have 5 Spotlight teams, 5 groups. We have a petite, a mini, a junior, a teen, and a senior. So we've got about 125 dancers in our Spotlight program at this point, which is bigger than our performing companies, honestly.
Yeah. And it's cool. It's been really cool to see the program grow. And I know you're probably like, senior Spotlight? Yes, senior Spotlight.
We have kids that are in high school.
Juniors and seniors in high school that want to be a part of this program.
Yes. And guess what the number 1 requirement is, besides their weekly schedule and their 1 competition fee? It is summer dance camp at Rhythm Dance Center.
So, yes, like Danny said, their 1 requirement is summer dance camp at Rhythm Dance Center. So, for us, that means we are guaranteed 125 kids, plus that doesn't even include Petit Pizzazz, plus Petit Pizzazz are guaranteed to have to take dance camp. This is going to fill your camps.
Yes.
Now, remember, we are on year 26, so do not compare yourself to us if you are just starting out. We have grown this program over the years, many years, to get where we are, but you can still do it. You have to start somewhere. Start small. Start with that 1 invitation-only preschool class. That is 1 full summer camp for you right there.
Exactly. Yes, we love our Spotlight program. We have amazing directors that love their jobs. They love working with these dancers. And the dancers love being a part of something at Rhythm. They see what goes on around. They're at the recital. They see the companies. They see all this. And they don't necessarily want to be a part of a company, but they love being part of something bigger at Rhythm. They know how important it is to be selected for something special, and they really do take pride in it.
Yes, it's awesome to see. And like Danny said, many of these kids don't desire to be part of a higher performing company. They may be kids that they are really just focused on school, or they play soccer, or they're in band, but dance is still a big part of what they love to do. And with our Spotlight program, they can come one day a week. They have that 45-minute jazz class and 45-minute ballet class. That's it. And then they get to be a part of the Spotlight. They get to do their jazz routine at competition at the end of the year, and then they dance in the show.
Yes.
And that being said, many of them do transition into our performing companies, and it is an excellent place to start.
Yes, a great stepping stone into one of our companies, for sure.
So anyway, you should try it out. I know, like I said, we have been doing this for a long time, so we are, we've
built it to what it is now.
We've built it
but
get it where it is.
But our first one started with 10 little preschoolers.
With those 10 little kids. Yours could start with 6, but that will be 6 dancers and I guarantee you guys, like preschoolers, they will do it. The preschoolers, their moms are so excited when they find out they get invited. Most of the time at that age, they haven't been invited for an accelerated program yet. It's no different than getting invited to be in the accelerated math class at school. This is an accelerated class.
It's exciting for them.
Class. They're excited. They want to do it. They want to make it work. So try it out. It's definitely made our summers very successful, while also creating a really special program at Rhythm that we love.
And it's adding to the training of all of these little dancers.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to number 6 is performing company intensives. So if you have a performing company of any kind, whether they compete or just perform, requiring them to attend a specific company intensive is something that we highly recommend. These are your highest level dancers at your studio. They work incredibly hard all year long, so it should be completely normal for them to dance during the summer, even if it's just for 1 week. Their bodies and their minds need to keep moving. They can't expect the results that they have all year long if they stop what they're doing and sit on the couch or lay at the pool completely all summer long. So you don't want to see all that hard work that they've put in throughout the year disappear quickly, which can happen. You don't want to feel like you are completely starting over when the new year begins because those kids can no longer do splits or can't find their placement. So plus, this shows that they're not only committed to their dancing and keeping their training up, but also committed to you as teachers and committed to their home studio. So it shows the respect and appreciation that they have for being selected for this special class or this company that they've auditioned for. It's really no different than any other sport where these athletes are having to train their bodies, year round. So there are different ways you can format your company intensives, and different things work for all different studios. We keep our company intensives all in-house as far as our instructors go. We use our in-house teachers. We use that time to start building a base for the new season. It's a great bonding time, not only for the kids, but for our staff too. And it's a great time for our kids to mesh with the teachers. And this is the formula that just really, really works well for us.
And we have several friends that have studios that host really big intensives where they bring in a lot of guest artists and they open the classes to other studios, which is amazing. And it's very profitable for them. And for some of them, they are able to bring in so many outside dancers in addition to it being required for their own dancers that they can make enough money to get them through the summer.
Yeah.
And we fully support this. We think it's amazing. And we love being able to send our dancers to these intensives. So that is an option for you as well. I know a lot of people bring in guest artists for summer intensives, and I think that is amazing.
And I love that our kids get to benefit from that, since it's not something that we do on the regular.
Yes.
So if you haven't required anything over the summer for your company dancers and you're thinking you just don't know if it will work for you because you've never done it, I promise you it will work. Just like anything else, it's a process. You have to start somewhere and you will build it, but it will work. You just have to start small. And the key is to give them as much notice on the dates as you can. Like Becca was saying earlier, all of our company intensives are published in September, sometimes even August if we know exactly what they're going to be.
Or sometimes later because our school districts can't
decide when they want to start. But those dates for the following summer are already posted. We've already emailed them out to everybody. They're on our website. This way, there are really no excuses or reasons as to why they cannot attend. And we do have a really strict policy with our company dancers. And they know before they audition that this is something that they have to commit to if they're interested in being a part of our company for the following year.
Yeah, that works great for us.
Yes.
So number 7 is open classes or drop-in classes. So that's another thing we offer in the summer is just an open or drop-in classes. I know a lot of studios do this, but these are perfect for your company dancers or kids that may not have the time to commit to a full camp. Primarily at our studio, it's only for our intermediate and advanced dancers. We usually do a few per week just based on the availability of our staff and also studio space. We also created a program called the Summer Die Hard Dancer. It's the Rhythm Die Hard Dancer. And it's an incentive for dancers to take lots of our open classes. So I think last year they needed to take 20 of the 30 classes we offered to become a Die Hard dancer. And we reward these dancers with a t-shirt. And it is definitely a motivator. I think especially for the younger dancers that may not be able to attend the more advanced summer intensives, because a lot of the older kids, there's so many more opportunities for them to do intensives. But for those like younger dancers, like, anywhere from age 8 to 12 or 13, those kids usually aren't traveling to go to a summer intensive. So having something at your studio for a drop-in is awesome. And they're definitely motivated to get that t-shirt.
Yes.
Another option would be summer mini sessions. Like if you could offer maybe just a 3 to 4 week session for those dancers that want more consistency during the summer, that's awesome. We've done that in the past. That formula has not really worked great for us. We found that just the drop-in classes work better. But I think because our summers here in Georgia, they're really short, most people just don't want to commit to a full session.
Yeah, they're in and out of town and all over the place. So.
But I do know that these have been very successful in other areas. So we definitely suggest that as an option.
Yes. And our number 8 idea is to offer an intro to dance class for your youngest dancers. And I think sometimes offering a camp for 2-year-olds sounds a little bit intimidating for moms and the babies and also for the teachers. It's just a little bit too much to take on. So several years ago, we started this little program that we call My Dance Debut. And it's literally just a 45-minute class, just like we would do during the year, but it's just 3 days in a row. So 3 days of a 45-minute class, My Dance Debut. It's for the tiniest little 2-year-olds.
2.5-year-olds.
2.5-year-olds. You're right. 2.5-year-olds. It's just enough.
Usually it's like the kids that are ready to start in that 3-year-old class. Like they've never taken a real dance class before.
Or been in any structured environment or activity.
It's like 2.5 to 3-year-olds.
Yes. It's just enough for them to dip their toe into a classroom setting, kind of see what it's all about. And it's a good time for the teachers to see if they think the dancer is ready and can handle a full class for the upcoming season. We limit these sessions to just 10 little dancers, so it's not ever too much for the teacher to handle. And when one fills up, we add another one immediately following the first one. Sometimes if we have a teacher available, we'll even offer another one at the exact same time as the original class, because that's the time that's been posted on our website and on our schedule for so long. And I think every year we end up with two at one time. Yes, they're the babies, so there's generally a lot of crying going on in these classes, a lot of teachers carrying around little ones, but it's cool and really fun to see how much they can change and adapt to the environment in just those 3 days. And it gets them super excited to sign up for the fall. And the best part is that the moms only have to commit to 45 minutes for 3 days. It's no big commitment. And the price can be kept minimal too, which is also a huge help for the moms. It's really just what they're looking for their little babies over the summer.
I do think another thing to point out with these classes, with these little camps, like the My Dance Debut, and even some of our preschool, 3 to 5 day camps that we offer, I think it's really important to be minimal with your requirements for these classes. Like if they don't have tap shoes, I would say no problem.
Right.
If they don't have ballet shoes, I would say no problem. Because a lot of times if they're just trying out your studio, they don't want to have to buy the full
that investment, not knowing if they're going to use it.
We definitely on our class list, what they need, we encourage them to have it, but we never require it during the summer, just because we want them to come in and love it so much that they're going to sign up for our full program.
You don't want it to be a turnoff before they even get in. Yeah.
So another thing we do is we offer 1 day or just little short parties. We call them dance and play parties. So this is just another offer through our summer program, and they're 2-hour themed dance parties. They're just drop in. You can register in advance for a better deal, or just show up on the same day and pay a little more. I think it's $5 more if you come the same day. And we welcome any dancer, usually these are like age 3 to 5.
Yes.
To dance and play with us for 2 hours. It's nonstop fun. We do a little ballet, tap, and creative movement, and we always have a specific theme. They make a craft. We also invite them to bring a small snack as well. And these are really popular for the mom and dad that need a couple hours to run a few errands or just have coffee with a friend. And it's also a super fun play date for a group of kids. We definitely have kids that will come in and say, there's 5 or 6 kids. Hey, we're going to come and do the dance and play party at Rhythm today. Also through Confetti on the Dance Floor, we offer what's called Twirl to Go, and they're downloads. It's just a fun theme, like a really fun original theme. And it comes with some dance activities and some decor ideas that will easily set you up for a great dance and play party at your studio.
Yes.
So some of our Twirl to Go themes are Lemonade Escapade, and we have some new ones, Twirl to a Tea Party and Cake Mix. And then we also use some popular themes like whatever the latest Disney movie is or the popular TV shows are. So I think we offer like 6 to 8 of these during the summer.
Yes.
And they're advertised on our summer brochure. And then we also use our email list and social media to market these. And they're super popular for us and just an easy way for a little one to experience dance at your studio without having to sign up for the full deal.
And we try hard not to close these out. You know, we had one where I think we ended up with 40 kids, but we had 3 teachers available and we split them up, but it was a Frozen theme. And of course it went nutso and they just kept showing
crazy.
up. They kept walking in the front door. We were like, oh no, there's more. But we didn't want to turn them away. So we didn't. We made it work. And our last idea is to offer free trial classes. These are great. We have had huge success with these. There are so many dancers that have no idea what they want to take. They know that they want to dance. They see that their friends dance, but they have no idea what contemporary is. They have no idea what tap is. They really don't even know what ballet is or what is involved in taking a ballet class. So it's the perfect time for them to come in and just try a little bit of everything. So we try to do this twice throughout the summer. And each time we offer as many short little 30-minute free classes as we can squeeze into the schedule. We schedule classes back to back for specific ages, so it's convenient for the kids to stay and take all different genres. And then at the beginning of every class, we make sure that the teacher gives a short little description of what that style involves and kind of walk them through what a typical class would be like during the year. So it really gives them an idea of what that class would be like. As far as the teachers go, speaking of teachers, we do pay our teachers their full teaching rate, even though they're just teaching 30-minute classes. It's beyond well worth it for us. And we just look at it as part of our marketing budget.
Part of marketing.
You know, I think just because they're coming in for 30 minutes, they're taking the time over their summer to come in and help us build our program. So we're happy to pay them their full teaching rate. So while this is a great time for your new students to come in and try class, it's also a great time for your current students to come in and try a new style. They may have just taken jazz last year and they were at the recital and saw everybody else on stage and thought, I don't even know what tap is, but I want to make noise like all those people on stage did. So this is a great time for those kids to come in, try a class that they've never, taken before and add it to their schedule, which is great for everybody involved, of course. It's bringing their tuition up and just more training for them. Also, during this free class time, we always have an incentive going on for that week. So, or just during those days. So it might be free registration if they register on that day, or if they bring a friend and they both take the class, then they both will get some sort of credit. It can be different for each, whatever works best for your studio. If a current student comes in and they add a class, we may give them their August tuition free for that specific class. There are so many options, but when you get them in the door, especially if they're new to your studio, you don't want them leaving without some kind of information or some kind of incentive for them to actually sign up for a class.
Yeah, and just to also, I want to go back and say, we've given you these 10 ideas on how to make your summers full. I also just wanted to tell you that at Rhythm, what we do right now is, I've told you all these different things, but I would say we have typically about 3 to 4 preschool options for camps, yes, and about 3 to 4 elementary options for camps, meaning 1st through 5th grade. And then we offer 2 different teen camps. And their teen camps, they're a beginning intermediate level. Those are the ones that our spotlight dancers take as their required camp. But these are just like 4 days, and they're like back-to-back 45-minute to an hour classes of ballet, tap, jazz, hip-hop, and contemporary. And people could come in and just take a contemporary one, or they can come in and do the whole thing. So that's kind of how we do it. We have more of 5th grade and under camps. Obviously, the teen classes are not, there's very few teens that are going to come in and take a giant themed camp, y'all.
Right.
But the preschoolers, they'll do that all day long, and the elementary school kids. And another thing that we do is for our elementary camps, we say the camp is for 1st through 5th graders. And then what we do is we split them up, and like maybe we take like the 1st through 3rd graders and teach them a certain combo, and we take the 4th and 5th graders and teach them a combo, and then like all come back together. So like that way you have a wider range of age groups,
and that's to pull from registration.
You can pull from more kids. So it's always easy to make it work during the summer. While it wouldn't be ideal during the regular, session during the year, it works really, really well over the summer to kind of combine some of that stuff together. Same with our preschool classes. Our preschool classes are all divided up during the year, like age 2-3, age 3-4, age 4-5, age 5-6. But over the summer, it's age 3-5.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Trying to condense those ages some. You don't need to offer every single age group, because then you're setting yourself up for really small classes.
Yes. So that's that. Okay, so to recap our 10 ideas for a sunny summer and to make your summers full and profitable at your dance studio. Number 1 is to get your dates out now, you guys. Now, do it.
Yes. Number 2, shortly after you do that, host a summer launch party, which will be, January, February timeframe.
Yes. Number 3, check out our product, Camp Confetti. You will be so happy you did, I promise.
Number 4, put a camp on your schedule that has the same theme of your recital that you just did.
Number 5, make this the year that you start an invitation-only program. Even if you don't have one, make your summer camp a requirement.
Number 6, make sure you have a performing company intensive specific for them that is required of them.
Number 7, try offering some open or drop-in classes.
Number 8, offer an intro to dance class for your tiny, tiny, tiniest dancers.
Number 9, offer 1-day dance and play parties. They're just like the little short parties.
And number 10, some free trial classes.
Yes. And just one more time, I'm going to circle back to Camp Confetti and remind you to check it out. Like I said, it's the best thing ever. You're going to be so happy to have the convenience and everything already planned out for you. And we do have some specials going on right now for our new 2019 camps. And those aren't going to last long. So go to the website today and check them out.
Yep. And that's it for today. We hope you have found some new inspiration for summer, and we encourage you to get started today on planning if you haven't already. We will be back next week with a new podcast. So until then, have an amazing week and make dance fun.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode from Becca and Danny from Confetti on the Dancefloor and co-owners of Rhythm Dance Center in Georgia. Please come back next week for another amazing episode from these lovely ladies who are hosting our 8-part series, Make Dance Fun with Confetti on the Dancefloor. And if you haven't yet got your tickets to Dance Studio Domination, our 3-day live event happening in New York City from the 2nd to the 4th of August, 2019, jump on over to our website, dsoa.com/domination for all the details. Have a great week and we'll see you next week.